Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL West, the Cleveland Indians grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-2. The Detroit Tigers smacked 15 team hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 9-1. The Los Angeles Dodgers went deep 4 times as they destroyed the Angels 8-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Colorado Rockies launched 3 home runs as they nabbed the extra innings win over the Mariners 5-2. Justin Verlander picked up win number 8 this year, helping the Stros take care of the White Sox 3-1. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. Marco Estrada was victorious for the 5th time this season, helping lead the Blue Jays over the Yankees 3-2. The Royals had lost their previous 8 games but put a halt to that as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-3. The O's put up 16 hits on the day as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 12-4. The Marlins allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-3. The New York Mets hit 3 long balls as they beat the visiting Rays 7-2. John Lester pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as the Cubs got past the Reds 8-3. The Brewers combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Braves 5-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-2. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined for 4 total home runs as they bested the visiting Padres 15-6. The San Francisco Giants swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they sent their crowd home happy with a walk-off win in extra innings over the Cardinals 5-4. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Set for Sunday afternoon baseball from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Cleveland Indians. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Danny Salazar The right-handed native of the Dominican Republic will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Steve Lombardozzi. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here. Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first 2 guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
Next up for the A's, Matt Olson. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season. No doubt about that. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only 1 pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here. A strikeout or a double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
D-Roll, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Nick Wooden's under it. 1 away. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good count and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Coming to the plate now, Boog Powell. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's well fouled. Lombardozzi over at second. Lowry is over at first with one away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but James Kingsley says he held up. Ball 1. The 1-2. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Here's Chris Davis now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Chisenhall is going to get there, and that's the third out. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Now the Tribe will get their shot. Still scoreless. Trevor Cahill will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, when you think of Trevor Cahill, you think of one thing. Power, sinker. A lot of guys around the league refer to this guy as he throws a bowling ball. Sinker, slider guy, 2-pitch guy, will occasionally throw a changeup. The key to Trevor Cahill, getting that power sinker in the strike zone. And if he is, you're going to see a boatload of ground balls.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Davis is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, they really need Michael Brantley to turn it around. He struggled the last 2 games. Only 2 hits in the series, but he's a guy you can't let down on. One swing can get him hot and right back into a groove.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club. The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into 3rd.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on 3rd, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Cahill ready, the 1-2. This is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. The average is at 308 entering play. 26 home runs and an even 70 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Misses, ball 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Snap throw from the catcher. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Indians 1 and the A's nothing. Striding in for Oakland, Ryan Baker. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Ryan Baker.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting second basemen in the game. Really solid on the defensive side as well.
Digging in, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup over the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. This is skied into short left center. Lindor calls for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1, 2, 3. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Stepping in now, Roberto Garcia, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
0-1 count and the pitch. Way out in front.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning. The A's strand one. It remains 1-0. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. First delivery to him on the way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. Missed with a breaking ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Ball to strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Here now the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 2-2 offering. Changeup called strike three as he rolls his eyes at the call. One away.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Here's Yonder Alonso. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Davis on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting 8, right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
In now, Lonnie Chisenhall will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Chisenhall is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the 3rd inning here on the show. Digging in for his second at-bat, Steve Lombardozzi. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball. '80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
There to take it is Alonso, 1 away.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Striding in once again, Jed Lowry. First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Chisenhall is there. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson, number 22 on the year, and the A's are back to even now. It's one apiece.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
2-2. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. And it keeps the inning alive for Chris Davis up next.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
Into the box now, Chris Davis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Line towards center field. Naquin is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the A's come back to even things up thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. All even now at 1-1. In now for Cleveland, Francisco Mejia. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike. Mejia is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He's a second-year big leaguer. Hit out towards second. Lombardozzi takes it in, and the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Left fielder number 23, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. Hit to short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe ball might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Athletics are challenged.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned. And the batter.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. First pitch coming. Here it is. Held high and right down the middle for a strike.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Baker. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Ryan Baker.
Here comes the first pitch. Tough pitch. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting it out.
Now a throw over, just keeping him close. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll dive back in safely. Baker aboard here at first with nobody out. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Here's a look over to first. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And again, a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And again a throw, being especially careful here. Ready on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Runner goes for second. Strike taken. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
It makes it a lot easier for a catcher to catch and throw. Even though this throw bounces into second, poor jump at first base gives him the time needed to throw him out at second.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Standing in now, Roberto Garcia, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in his center field.
Into the box, Steve Lombardozzi. And this one's in the dirt. And the runners will stay put here on ball. One. Now the 1-0. Fastball that misses.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
1 run, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Softly hit out to short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. A's strand a couple. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Ready for another chance? Jose Ramirez. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Lowry waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Edwin Encarnacion now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Missed with a slider. One and two now. This is on the ground over to first. To his right, Olsen. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Ready now, Tyler Naquin. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. Digging in once again, Jed Lowry. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play.
Jed Lowry.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Into right field, that's a base hit. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And that's a good time to check out our A's leaderboard, and it shows that he currently ranks 3rd on the squad in that department. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Olson.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Quickly, Salazar is in front, 0-2. Fouled off. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. Brentwood's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Center fielder number 3.
Ready for another shot now. Boog Powell. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
A ball and a strike now. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. This year against right-handed pitching, Baker has a .280 batting average. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Lucroy, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit. The run scores from second, make it 5-1.
The batter, the designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Indians, number 25, David Bravo.
Stephen Piscotty will be the first to greet him here, as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. 4 runs here in this half inning. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
In now, Roberto Garcia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Hard hit at third. Ramirez is up with it. Kipnis on to Alonso. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Progressive Field after this. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll get his side started in the inning. And Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away. But whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
First offering on its way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. There you see Yonder Alonso. He waits next. And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike one. The 3-1. Full count, 3-2. And that misses ball four now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway. So he's aboard here with the leadoff walk, and this has been a very patient ball club so far this year as we view the league leaderboard for team walks. And we see that these guys are currently second in the AL in that department. Here's Yonder Alonso. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. After the walk, a quick check on first, and he's back standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A shot down the first baseline. And that's through for a hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. In his career, Chisenhall carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. This one is launched. Look at this. Gone. Three-run home run down the line in right. Fourth home run for him on the season. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Francisco Mejia. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is on the ground over to first. Olsen moving to his right, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Left fielder number 23.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Michael Brantley. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Here's a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 3 runs already home here. Count remains at 0-2.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Ground ball sent back up the middle to his right, Lombardozzi. And he's safe at first. Boy, great effort, but he wasn't able to get enough on that throw. And that'll be scored an infield single. So here's Francisco Lindor now. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Throw over to the bag, and late reactions, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Taken there by Lowry. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. 5 innings complete.
It's down to 1 at 5-4 now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Steve Lombardozzi. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
The 1-0. Line to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High pop up. Kipnis shading to his right. 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Matt Olson will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A's are gone in order. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Ready for another chance? Jose Ramirez. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth.
Jose Ramirez.
Here comes the first pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez. Now the 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. Garcia is up with it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Digging in once again, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. The changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. Sliders in for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
1 out, nobody on. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Tyler Naquin is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch. Missed with a breaking ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know him.
Meanwhile, now this is hit well down that right field line. And gone for a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. 8th home run on the season for him. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
The 1-0. He pulls this one into right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
First baseman, number 17, Yonder Alonso.
Ready once again, Yonder Alonso. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Kipnis, base runner at first with 1 out. And there he goes towards second. Fouled away. And a breaking ball stays outside.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Still 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Pulled toward right center field. Baker is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Digging in and looking for more, Lonnie Chisenhall. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Daniel Kalu will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Daniel Kalu.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 6-5. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. swing and a little tapper. The 1-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Mejia is after it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Three and 0 now.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Back up the middle, taken in by Kipnis. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Ryan Baker.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ryan Baker, he drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Kipnis has it. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Striding in once again, Francisco Mejia. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Lowry will look this one in for the first out. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. First offering on its way. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Ready with the 1-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Lowry has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Lindor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, put in there for strike one.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Skied into very shallow right. Baker has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Indians go down 1-2-3 as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Nick Goody's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 44, Nick Goody.
In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. In his last appearance, he singled home a pair of runs.
Jonathan Lucroy.
First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home. Hit in the air to center field. Nick Wood's under it. 1 away. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Digging in to try it again, Stephen Piscotty. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Nope. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. Our line scorer here from Progressive Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. Ready for another shot now, Roberto Garcia. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. A's are gone in order. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust in their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back. into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Lowry into shallow left. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
In now for Cleveland, Tyler Naquin. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes a called strike 1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. On the ground to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 9th inning coming up. The Indians on top, 6-5. Andrew Miller comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Andrew Miller.
Steve Lombardozzi will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Popped him up. Alonso is under it. 1 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Next up for the A's, Jed Lowry. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fastball hit on the ground is short. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Josh Begley will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 19, Josh Begley.
Ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. Last strike now for Oakland. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it, and the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Indians rode an important 6th inning to victory.